Hello everybody, this is Andrey from Root3 Labs, and today I'm going to show you some configurations in Solidworks. Let's start the Solidworks. Okay, I already have created a part, so I'm going to open that part and cover. Okay, this is a very simple part. It's a cover, but you can use like any part to create the configuration. To create the configuration, I prefer to use a design table because it's very flexible. You can change that configuration very quick and add configuration also very easy. So let's start from design table. So if you don't have the design table in your Solidworks, you can search you can search design table, and it will be almost the same. So this is also a very useful feature in SolidWorks. Let's create auto create for it now. Okay, we will gonna cancel. We will not select any dimension for it now because we will select them manually. Okay, so in the configuration table, in the configuration, we already have created the tables. So let's click on the tables and then choose edit table. Cancel for it now. Okay, so now go back to the design tree and choose dimension which you will gonna change. So double click on this. Let's say I'm going to change this dimension, and then I would like to change this one as well. Double click, and probably we're gonna change the width of the part. Double click on this one. See, we have those dimensions already in the Excel spreadsheet. So let's call this configuration large, and I'm going to change those dimensions because those dimensions which we choose is what's the default dimension. So I need to have a new configuration, so which will be large cover. Let's change this for the 7, this for the 4.5, and this could be 3.5. Right? So I'm going to add another configuration. So you see, it's very simple. Let's call this small, and this will be 4.5. Let's say dimension. This is the length of the dimension of the cover. This is the distance for the main radius, 2.5. Since this will be a small, so let's do this 1.5. Okay, so I already have added those dimensions, but I can add more configuration as I need to, if I need to have. So also another tip. So if you will have, let's say, since this is like a Excel spreadsheet, so you can add formulas as well, equations to those dimensions. You can control them different ways. Mostly it works as an Excel if you need to control them this way. So let's check this. See, so SolidWorks says it was created like a 2 configuration, large and small. So okay, and go back to the configuration. See, we have 2 new configuration, large and small. Let's double click on large. Configuration was created automatically, it's changed to the large. Then I can change to the small as well. Double click and see it's a small. So what's nice about the configuration? So if you need to create a drawing, you can have all dimensions added into the drawing very quickly. So let's create a quick drawing. I'm gonna use something very simple drawing. We'll add a front. Right, so of course this is very simple. Okay, let's add dimension. No. So in my configuration I have inches and millimeters. so I prefer to have both of them. And this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna add this. Okay, so, and now if I need to change the configuration, I can just double click or just like choose the drawing, and then here I can choose like which one configuration will be large, and as well this will need to be large as well. So this is like a very simple way, and of course now they're too large and you need to create a scale. Go to the properties and choose a scale 1, 2. So they, of course, it's much smaller. So yeah, this is like a very simple and easy way to create configuration using a design table. I'm going to show another way how to create configurations in Solidworks. Let's open the new part. Cover 2. And here in configuration, you can just right click and add configurations. Let's call this small cover. Check. And let's go back to the design tree, and now you need to choose which dimension you're gonna change. So let's change this. You need to choose to which configuration this will be applied. This is important because if you will not gonna choose, it will be applied to all configuration by default. So I'm gonna need to apply only to this configuration. So okay, and then this will be 1 inch. Check. So another dimension which I'm gonna change, this will be the length. So same thing, apply to this configuration and this check, then 3. Okay, nothing happened yet, so looks like, but if you'll go back to the default and go back to the small, see, I think it's good. So yeah, so this is also very simple and easy way how to create the configuration if you need to. Another simple way to create a configuration in SolidWorks, could be used just directly from the model. Let's open the part. Let's start the same part, cover 2. All right. So in the dimensions in the sketch, so you can right click on the dimension which you're going to change and configure a dimension. Let's call new configuration large cover and add this as 4 inches flag. Okay, so let's go back to the configurations, and you see it was automatically created large cover configuration. So if you will double click on this one, so it was very simple, right? So yes, so this is very simple, but has less ability to control and add more dimension. You can add more dimension if you would like to the same configuration, but you need to add those dimensions like during when you're creating the configuration. So this is 3 ways how to create configurations in SolidWorks. I hope you learned something new about the configuration, and thank you for watching.